Good afternoon, good morning, you lovely lot. Welcome to the middle show of Crafters TV on this very, very cold, because it has not got any warmer, Saturday afternoon. We are just 1 minute past 3 here in the UK, and I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you're having a lovely crafty day, a relaxing day. And for those that are having to work, just like us, let's face it, this can't be classed as work. I hope it goes quick for you, and then you've got a lovely Saturday night planned. But it is me all day today, and by my side from first thing this morning all the way to the end show of the day, it is the one, the only, Lily's in the building. How you doing, Lily?
I'm very well, thank you. I mean, you say Lily's in the building. It's quite rare that I'm not in this building, let's be perfectly honest. But as always, it is a total pleasure to be here on Crafters TV alongside Craig and alongside all of you lovely people at home today. All day, me and Craig on your screens, and we have got some amazing offers. If you joined us for this morning's Play Crafts Right, then you'll know quite the amount of amazing crafty goodies we've been sharing with you already, and that's going to continue for this show and the last show of the day as well. So strap yourselves in, it's going to be another fun 2 hours, that's for sure, and I hope you can stay tuned for this show and the last show as well.
Absolutely, thank you so much for that, Lily. As Lily was saying, yes, we've got Dean. Dean's in the gallery with Charlotte. They are sailing the ship, and then we've also got Jake's outside as well. So it's all of us. It's pretty much the same for tomorrow, except instead of me and Lily, it's going to be Ben and Debbie. Debbie Robson's going to be in with Ben. So that is tomorrow, but this is all about masterclass. Now, we do essentially have 2 masterclasses today. This is because we are in the midst of our Club Inspire event. It kick-started yesterday with Ben and Sarah, and it's running all the way through to midnight tomorrow. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that although you already get benefits when it comes to Club Inspire, what we're doing is we're treating you that little bit more this weekend. So, for everyone who's in Club Inspire, and let me tell you, if you're not, please do consider joining. It is completely free, it's on the website, and you're going to get lots of benefits. Every now and again, like a weekend like this, we've got the incentive benefits too. So, when it comes to placing an order, if you, at checkout, put in Club Inspire, you're going to get an extra 5% on your order. So at the checkout, put in Club Inspire. No matter what level you're at your Club Inspire, you'll get an extra 5%. So therefore, if you're Platinum, you would usually get 20%, but of course by adding in that code to get that extra 5, that means you're then going to get 25% off your order. What's even better is the fact of it is not a one-time use code. You can use it as many times as you want over the 3 days, i.e. yesterday, today and tomorrow. So if you've already placed an order yesterday, you can place another one and use the code again. If you place an order within Play Your Crafts Right with myself and Lily, you can still place another one. Keep using the code, it's there to benefit you, so you can do that. Not only that, when it comes to, of course, Club Inspire, the more you spend, the more points you get. So therefore, this weekend, we're going to give you triple points when it comes to all your orders. So all triple points on all orders, and as you can see there, not only that, you're going to get a free gift. So that means when you place an order within this Club Inspire event, you're going to get your Club Inspire 2023 badge. Now, the guys and girls in the warehouse, they'll pop that into the order for you. You don't need to do anything. You just need to know that when it's placing an order, you're going to get your badge, and then you're going to get your extra 5% off as long as you put in Club Inspire in the promo code on the website, and then of course you're going to get your triple points as well. It will end midnight tomorrow, so do make sure that you're taking advantage, even if it's just things like adhesives or cards or anything like that. Take advantage. It's all there on the website, including we've got some sale items up to 80% off in the fallen leaves section as well, with incredible deals. As always, you'll always get your Club Inspire no matter what, so take advantage for sure. But as well as all of us here, we've got Victoria back on the social for the final show for herself today, and loads of you are tuning in. Linda's in saying hello again. We've got Sarah Brown saying hello again, my crafty friends. It's 2 AM here in Melbourne, Australia. Sending love and hugs to all the CCTV crew. Lily, Craig, hope you all have a great day. It's been great so far. Georgiana saying hi, Craig and Lily from Clearwater, Florida. We've also got Lisa is in from New Jersey. Emma Thrower is saying hi everyone. Odds29 is saying afternoon. Cat Butt from away up in Montrose is saying hello everyone, looking forward to the lovely Lily's demos. So am I. We've also got Alicia saying good morning and greetings from Arkansas. Peace and love to everyone. Lois is in saying hello from Ohio. Arlene Blackledge, hashtag Go Live Granny, saying good afternoon my fellow crafters. I'm just constructing IKEA furniture to house more of my crafty goodies. Oh, I love flat pack DIY. Oh, I love DIY full stop, but I love flat pack I love it. I'm the guy that bins the instructions and then I just get building. Don't need the instructions until about halfway through and I realise I've mucked it up and I'm like, I need the instructions. But yeah, do have fun when it comes to that. Laurie's in saying good afternoon, Craig and Lily. We've got Mariana saying hi and all again from Edmonton. Ali Crisp, hashtag IUP Cards and Crafts is saying, IUP again, still making my Christmas cards. Looking forward to seeing what Lily's going to be making. Hand Crafted by Gaz is saying, hello Lily, Craig, all the CCTV team and our lovely social media superstar and all my crafty friends. I have to say, Hand Crafted by Gaz sent me a picture. I can't say I was jealous, let's put it this way. Yesterday, I had Mimi Webb's brand new Christmas song.
Oh, yeah.
Banging away. Banging away. I had it on loud. And he's met her. He's met her and got a selfie with her. Yeah.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And he said she was absolutely lovely.
Really?
Really lovely.
That's good to hear.
Although he was telling her that she wasn't meant to be playing where she was actually playing. But do you know what? She was still really lovely. But yeah, cracking song. Back Home for Christmas. Good song. Joe Zen saying hello everyone. Rachel Brown saying good afternoon everyone. Rhonda Crowley Creations is saying good morning Lily, Craig, CCTV crew, Team Social and all my lovely crafty friends from a sunny but really cold Oak Park, Chicago. All-State Arena, Chicago, Illinois, Survivor Series, 25th of November. I'm all ready for that. And I'm in here all that weekend, so it's going to be a tired Sunday for me. WWE, by the way, I'm just talking about, in case anyone wanted to know. Shirley's in, and Robbie's in saying hello from Foley, Alabama. Loads of you are tuning in within this mid-show today, so it's lovely to have your company, and let's get started. We're going to go across to Lily just shortly, where she's going to be having a look at the fuchsia collection. I'll show you that in a moment, but I can't even say the start of the show. It's the start of the weekend. Potentially, stock dependent, is going to be the start of next week as well. And that is our Crafter's Companion, brand new ombre glitter and neon cardstock. This is a showstopper collection. So you're going to get our 4 brand new paper pads. Now it's a shedless glitter neon cardstock, 24 sheets that are 12 by 12, 210 GSM. Exactly the same with the 6x6. But it's 6x6. And then you've got your Debbie Robinson cardstock that I now call it. You've got the 12 by 12 within that one as well. You've got this at 300 GSM, 24 sheets within the 12 by 12 and 24 with the 6x6. Now, when it comes to the showstopper, you're also going to be getting these as well. You're going to be getting 2 of the paper takers. So this storage that I'm showing you here, you're going to get 2 of these ones, 12 by 12. Not only that, you're then going to be getting your Botanic Gardens. So that's relatively new, just a few weeks old, 12 by 12, 250 GSM, 36 sheets, just so that you can see as well. I'm going to go on the opposite side. So that's more of the subtler design. But then when we look at the foreground, the front, I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Pearlescent card, beautiful kind of shimmer to that cardstock. Great for your cards and your scrapbook pages and your construction. So that's in there with your showstopper. My favourite cardstock, as you guys know by now, the 12 by 12, the pastel, 250 GSM, 24 sheets. You got the baby pink, lilac, blue, and the yellow. Half as a linen, half as a pearlescent. That's in there. And not only that, you're going to get your Centura Pearl, 310 GSM, and that is 10 sheets of the platinum. So that's all of that. Keeping in mind, that is 2 of these storage that you're also going to be getting. 2 of them. All of that, £65 or $83. You've got a platinum price of £52 or $66.40. Please put in that Club Inspire code at checkout, because of course you're going to get an additional 5% off of that, and you're going to get the triple points as well. Now, to kind of put it into perspective, when it comes to this, the cardstock on its own, so if you were to go for the cardstock, you're going to be £48.96 or $67.80 for just the cardstock. If you were to go for this bundle on its own, still giving you the 2 storage as well, that would be $56.95 or $71.91 for just that bundle. Now you're getting them both bundles, for £65 or $83. Incredible, incredible. Also, to put it into perspective, if you were to go for them separate, that means it would come to £105.91 or $137.71. you're paying £65 or $83. Incredible. Really, really is incredible. So take that into account. Can go for them separate if you want, but of course, when it comes to the offer, phenomenal by going to it together. So if you want to do that, of course, you can do. It's there on the website, like everything else myself and Lily are going to be showing, not only within this show, but the remainder of the day as well. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com and .au. And don't forget as well, if that's going to be your first purchase within the Club Inspire event, you're going to get your badge as well. Absolutely the showstopper in more ways than one when it comes to that ombre glitter cardstock. Again, we'll be having a look at it again later on, but Lily did do a credible demonstration within Play Your Crafts Right earlier on that you can always go back in between, because let's not forget we're 24/7 now on our YouTube and our website. So that's that cardstock. What we're now going to then do is we're going to have a look at the fabulous fuchsias. I adore the colours, the designs, the layout, love it all. Now there is a couple of options across on the website if you want to go for. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you our showstopper collection, and I'll also show you the showstopper collection with the bonus buy. So everything that I'm going to show you here, £123 or $167. Platinum price comes down to £98.40 or $133.60. Putting in that code, Club Inspire, of course, you're then going to get an additional 5% off of that, and you'll then get your triple points. So that's going to give you our 180 GSM Fabulous Fuchsia 12x12 paper pad. So you're going to get some of the most luscious, beautiful floral fuchsia designs. 36 sheets. Not only that, you are going to be double-sided. So when it comes to each design, if I show you one page there, so if we look at that one there, it's full-on design, but then the opposite side is here. So what you're doing is you're seeing what's way, way, way in the background, the colour, the tones. That's what's on the opposite side. So you've got the bold side, or you've got more of that subtler side. But as you can see here, the olives, you've then got your oranges, you've got your teals, your mustard, your purples, all filled with the fuchsia flowers. You've got your fuchsias as well, some of the pinks and some of the greens too. So that's the 12x12. The 6x6 is exactly the same. It's just been scaled down, so you're not losing anything. You're going to get your 24 sheet, 150 GSM of your vellums. Now, you've got some of them that are bold in design, and some of them are actually just block colours, so it's not all design, so really nice to use as a layout. Guessed it as well, your 25 sheets of your A4 linen cardstock. Now, that really does show you the colourway of this collection here. The pinks, the fuchsias, the purple, the navy, and the olive. Not only that, you're going to be getting all of your pearls. Now, of course, ours are starting to fall off, but you're going to get 100 of the pearls. You're also then going to be getting your ribbons as well. So it's more like your seam binding ribbon. You're going to get one of the most beautiful 3D embossing folder with the fuchsias, kind of like that hummingbird. One of my favourites and Lily's favourites, you all know that, and that comes to our nesting dies. You're going to get a couple of them. Not only that, you're then going to be getting your fuchsia Stampin' Die. Now, as always, as I like to say, when it comes to the Stampin' Dies, you can use the stamps completely on their own if you want to. You could use the die as kind of like a silhouette if you want to. That's in there. Intricate corner. So if you then start to do them side by side, or even just match them up within the middle, you're going to get a really beautiful cross. You're going to get your hummingbird with the stamp and the die. You're then going to get these beautiful sentiments as well. These sentiments, you've got a few wishing you a day full of happiness. You've got with love. You've also got grateful and blessed. Just a few things like that. I'm also so lucky to have a friend like you. That's just a few that you're getting. Not only are you going to be getting all of that when it comes to the showstopper, what you're also then going to be getting is your 400 stamens. So your 400 stamens are coming tipped within that bright pink fuchsia colour. You're then also going to be getting your 6x6 fuchsia making pad as well. So if you want to start to build and make your own fuchsias, that's going to be the perfect 120 GSM weight. And to make them, you're going to be using your Stampin' Your dies. So you're going to be using that against with the papers, and then we're also giving you your die cut floral decoupage as well. 36 sheets, but within each sheet you can make 3 full fuchsias. All of that is what you're going to be for £123 or $167, with a platinum price of $98.40 or $133.60 with your triple points. Put in Club Inspire at checkout, you're going to get an additional 5%. Many of you love to go for more of the paper pads in the cardstock, so you can absolutely do that. So if you go for that showstopper that I've just showed you, it's on your screen right now. If you then also add in the card pad bundle, so that's going to give you your linen cardstock. It's also going to then give you your vellum, your 6x6, and then it's also going to give you your 12x12. If you put that into your showstopper bundle, that's going to come down to half price. So that on its own is £48 or $68. Platinum price £38.40 or $54.40. That's what it's going to be if you put this into your basket on its own. But if you do add it into your showstopper, that then means that you're then going to get that half price. So that's going to be £24 or $34. Therefore, your new total, the full showstopper, plus an additional set of these pads in cardstock, you're then going to be at today's price of £147 or $201. That's the today's price. That's before your platinum and your additional 5% come off. So the options there, if you want to break it down, just go for the card bundle, just go for like the accessories, you can absolutely do that. The showstopper's there as an option. The actual bonus buy is there as an option as well. It's just cherry picking what bundle suits you best. It's all there for you across on the website. But the bonus buy, put the full showstopper into your basket, plus the card and paper bundle that you can see on this screen, which then means that you're going to get that for half price. And then you've got an exceptional saving. Still a considered purchase. I absolutely know that, I get that, and I understand that. But we also know that there's many of you that love to get all these extras when it comes to the big collection. So to do that, we give you that bonus incentive as well when it comes to the bonus buy. So all of that is there on the website. It is your Club Inspire weekend as well. So therefore, by putting in Club Inspire in the promo checkout, you're going to get that extra 5% off. You're going to get triple points as well, and then not only that, you're then going to get the badge as well if it's your first order within Club Inspire weekend. So you can peruse the website while you are watching. Although I say that, I would recommend don't miss what Lilly's away to do when it comes to our demonstrations. It's all there for you to go to, and it is you know, Lilly, we've done floral collections before, but I don't think we've ever done them as the fuchsias are, of course, fuchsias. But, of course, I don't think we've done a palette where you've got the olives, you've got the mustards, you've got the deep purples as well. And it just works well together.
Absolutely. I mean, you hear the name fuchsia and you think it's going to be all about the pinks, all about the purples. But when you start to look into that paper pad, you can bring out those beautiful blue tones that we've included, those lovely mustards like Craig's showing you in that paper pad, those beautiful sage greens. So it's not just about those lovely pink colour tones. It's about all those other tones that go alongside that pink to make that colour really pop and sing even more. But before I get into that first demonstration, I want to share with you a few samples because honestly, the cards and projects you could be making in this collection are, as the name of the collection suggests, they are absolute showstoppers. I mean, look at that. The dimension on there is absolutely incredible. Phenomenal. These are not pre-bought flowers. You are creating these yourself using those amazing stamps and dies that you get in the collection. Then look deeper into the card. The stamens, they're included. That nesting die that we've got just peeking behind, that's included. The seam binding is part of the collection. You can see there we've even got little sort of ribbon style tails using the vellum. That's also part of the collection. The pearls are included. So literally everything that we've used to create this card is included in this collection. And that's one of the things that I absolutely adore about getting a collection like a Sarah Signature or a Nature's Garden. You get everything included. I mean, look at this. No 3D flowers inside. That's just that beautiful 3D embossing folder. Using alongside some of your pens, it could be your tri-blends, it could be illustrators. That choice is yours. A little bit of a clear sparkle pen over the top, bit of inking around the edges, and wow, what a super, super striking card that one is. Maybe you don't even want to focus on the fuchsia flowers quite as much. Maybe you just love your nesting dies like both me and Craig do. Maybe you just love your pretty pattern papers, your ribbons, your pearls. and your corners as well, where you can create the most beautiful cards quickly and easily with this collection. Or finally, I just want to sneak this last one in before we get into that first demonstration. How about creating your very own home decor pieces? Look at those amazing 3D flowers we've moulded, we've shaped them, we've added in those stamens, we've even distressed some of our edges there for that lovely rustic, quite homely feel. We've added in some of the pearls, of course the nesting dies, and that seam binding as well, both as a ribbon bow at the bottom and as that hanging element onto our plaque as well. The sorts of things you can be creating with this collection is absolutely incredible, and it is so easy to craft with because, like I've already mentioned, you get absolutely everything included that you need to make the most gorgeous cards, and hopefully that's what we're about to do just now, hopefully to provide you a little bit of inspiration.
Oh, you will. You will.
I'll do my best, but I love this collection. I mean, a lot of you guys at home will probably know anything pink, anything with flowers is right up my street. So this collection for me is just absolutely ideal. So let's create one of my favourite card folds. A very, very simple card to put together, but it's one of those I always think you look at a Z fold card, you think it looks a lot more complicated than it actually is. But the beauty is these are super, super simple to pop together. So we started off with a piece of our multi-purpose card. This is just the A4, you don't even need the A3 to do this particular card fold in this size. We've cut it down to 11.5 inches in width, and then height-wise it's 5 3/4. Now I know I've talked about this a few times in the past, but when it comes to your A4 card, you can't quite get a 6 by 6 inch card base, it's just slightly short. So 5 3/4 is about the right size that you can get from your A4 card. Of course, if you want to scale this up, then go for your A3, and you can be doing this in a 6 by 6 inch format. But here, we've cut it down to 11.5 by 5 3/4. We've scored in half, so 5 3/4, and then we've scored in half again at the left-hand side to give us a fold-back card. Just to take it one step further, all we've done when we've cut our card down, because it's obviously it's not quite the width of A4, we've had a little piece that we've saved from the bottom, 11.5 inches once again in length, but then we've just cut it down to 2 inches in height. Exactly the same scores on this one. We scored at halfway and then half again on that left-hand section, and that's going to build together to form our Z fold card. Super, super easy to put together with just 2 pieces, but I always think it looks a lot more special than it was to actually put together. Let's bring in a few mats and layers now. Of course, we've got to bring in that fabulous paper pad. Here we're using the 12 by 12, so you can see that design is a little bit larger. I quite like this effect where we've got it almost just like a corner design. It does work nicely, doesn't it? I know we could have used this 6 by 6 in terms of the size, but I like sometimes to have that larger design cut down, and I mean the reverse. It's just as gorgeous, isn't it, as that front side. So think about what side you're choosing to use. Is it going to be that A side? Is it going to be the B side? Of course, you do have multiples of each design, so no need to worry about that. You've got plenty of options. But if you're anything like me and love a paper pad, I'd definitely be looking to add that bonus buy and get yourself a few more paper pads, and you know that you've got plenty to get playing with when you get this collection home. So some of that linen card, again from the collection, we're matting and layering that onto the linen card. Just a 1/4 inch border as always. So the linen card is cut to 5.5 inch square, and then our pattern paper is 5 1/4 inch square. And this one's just going to go on the inside of my card base. So as always, I'm using my collage all-purpose. Gives you that little bit of wiggle room, that bit of time to manoeuvre that into position and make sure that's nice and level in the centre. That design is just gorgeous. That section there looks like it's been gilded. It looks like gilding flakes.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
I almost want to sort of give it a little stroke as if to say, is that just flat? And it is just flat. It's just a printed design, but it looks absolutely amazing. All those layers, all that texture that we've got on that paper just gives it so much added interest. What we've done here is we've done the same sort of thing, just in a slightly smaller panel, and that's going to nestle on that front fold of our card base. So the inside is, they've got that design flow from the inside to the outside of the card, so everything is matching together nicely. Let's leave that to one side, and then let's focus on our Z fold part. So we're going to bring in the Z fold. I thought it'd gone missing for a second there. Of course, it was looking straight at me. I mean, what else? But we're going for a slightly different pattern for this one. So what I could have done, and what I do quite often actually do when I'm working with cards like this, is quite often I'll have the main part of the card with the front side, and then I'll do that separate section as the reverse. But for this one, we're actually using a totally separate pattern paper, just because I wanted to bring out the pink colour tones a little bit more. So you can see in this pattern that we're using here, it's more focusing on the pinks and purples, which is what I wanted to do for this particular card. I'm going to bring in the pinks with some of the flowers a little bit later on. So it just goes to show two of the pattern papers from the paper pad working together absolutely perfectly. But to make sure that everything's tying together, even though we've used a different pattern, we're using the same mats and layers, so everything's going to work together perfectly. So it's just mat and layer these up, and then we're going to pop those onto our Z fold card and pop it all together.
That looks fab. Love the colours that you've gone for, like the mix of the olive and the mustard within that paper pad, but then going against with that deep purple as well. Seems to work really, really well. Lots of love, which I'm not surprised for the fuchsia collection already coming in. What we'll do before I read them ones, we've got a few more people that are tuning in from, well, all over the globe. Whereas we've got Shirley saying, hi everyone. Robbie's in saying hello from Foley, Alabama. Emma Thrower is saying, I bought the showstopper yesterday for the Ombre glitter in the Neon Dreams pad, obviously what we were shown before. Zoe Carver's in saying, afternoon everyone. Shill's also in saying, good morning Craig and Lily and all the CC enthusiasts from a very cool San Antonio, Texas. We've got Teresa saying, good afternoon everyone. Also saying, oh, you said it twice, you've given us an extra hello twice. So
hello, hello.
You can never have too many hellos, can you?
No, you certainly can't.
Handcrafted by Gaz is saying, so this is going with the Neon Dreams and the Ombre glitter card that we showed you before. With the Club Inspire code, I paid $49.40 for the showstopper.
No.
Absolutely amazing price, and I'm happy to have it on its way. I can't wait to see what Gaz makes when it comes to the papers, the cards. And we'll always say paper pad, they're card pads.
Yeah.
You know, cards that can go from 250 GSM, 310, you know, so they are substantial heavyweight card pads. Rosalind's saying hello from Maryland. Jane El Safti is saying good afternoon everyone from the south of France.
Oh, lovely.
I hope you weren't watching earlier on, Jane, when it comes to
Oh gosh, yes, I hadn't thought about that. Sorry, Jane.
French flag, we apologise on that.
Sorry.
Handcrafted by Gaz. So this is now going with the fuchsia samples that Lily was showing. I love the samples. Who doesn't love a bit of home decor? Do you know something, Gaz? I wish I had more time to do more home decor stuff.
Me too.
I've got the Mermaid Dreams collection. I am itching to do something with that. But it's one of those, for me, Lily, as well, it's one of those, I can't just do, for something like Mermaid Dreams, this is just my opinion, I can't do 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. I like to just get stuck in. I want like a good afternoon or something just to get stuck in straight so I can let it dry and then I can spritz it and I can build the layers. So I'm desperate to get started on my Handcrafted by Gaz. And last couple for now. Linda's in saying, hello Craig, Lily, CCTV team and all you fabulous crafters watching today. Greetings from a chilly Minnesota. Pretty much is chilly everywhere by the sounds of it. And Barbara is saying, hello everyone, glad to be home and watching this masterclass. Well, you're absolutely in for a treat to see what Lily is doing. Well, we've got Lily here all day. If there is anything you want to ask, if there's anything you want to check, if there's any questions, anything like that, then it's Victoria, it's on the social for this masterclass. So do fire them across, whether it is Facebook, whether it is YouTube, and Victoria will send them all across. If there is any that do come through, what I tend to do is I kind of build them up into little chunks of questions so we can then fire them across to Lily at some point. But take advantage, you know, we don't get to see Lily on the demonstrating side a lot, because trust me, she is very, very busy in the office next door doing lots of other things for us guys on the TV team here, sorting schedules and products and offers and deals and so much more. So while Lily's here today, do take advantage. You've got Debbie taking over from her tomorrow. That's Debbie Robinson taking over from Lily, and you've got Ben taking over from me.
Certainly is. Yeah, any questions, please do get them in. I always say there's no such thing as a silly question, so please do ask. And quite often, if you're thinking it, chances are somebody else at home is thinking it as well. So definitely ask away. That is what we are here for.
And we've certainly got a big fan here, our Victoria.
Oh.
Big shout out to Lily, who's always helping me.
Oh, bless her. I have to say, I know we were having a little bit of fun with our Victoria this morning.
We were.
But I love our Victoria, so we know.
She is a great lad. I don't get to see Victoria or do a lot of work with Victoria as much as I would like to, but when I do, we do have a bit of fun.
Yeah, she's
got good bands.
She certainly does. She does, absolutely.
In this place. If you don't give as good as you get, you ain't going to last long.
Oh, no. She's fabulous. But I'm lucky I get to work with work with a lot of people in this building. I mean, the guys who are in the office get to work with you guys on screen. I get to work with, get to share a day with you guys at home as well, which is always absolutely fabulous. A proper treat, that, because like I say, I am pretty busy, so it's not too often that I get to be here.
You're not pretty busy, Lily.
Just a little bit busy.
Extremely busy.
Oh dear, it's a good job I don't need to sleep too much, is what I always say, that's for sure. I'm too busy crafting.
I was about to say, if you're not running, you're crafting.
Yeah, running, crafting, working, yeah, but always keeping busy, that is for sure. And now I do always say I love my nesting dies, and I know Craig is exactly the same. So when I first got this collection home, I was so excited the fact that we had nesting dies included. Now we've got our opulent duo, and we've also got our elegant frames, but I don't want you to think of those as just two separate die sets, because we can combine them together and mix and match to give us even more layering possibilities, which I absolutely love. I love stacking up our nesting dies and starting to build them together to give you lots of dimension, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. So we've taken from our opulent duo, we've taken that absolutely gorgeous, almost like a cameo, that one. I mean, you've got that lovely trellis in the middle. There's nothing to stop you from actually snipping that centre section out and using it as just a standalone frame with an aperture. So that's absolutely gorgeous. And then 3 that we've cut from our other die set, which are our lovely elegant frames. We've got that larger die from Purple Linen card, we've got that medium sized one again from Purple Linen, and we've got that centre one. Now if we bring back in our card base, if we were to pop our white layers against there, they look quite stark. That white sort of stands out a little bit too much against those lovely pattern papers. So we want to make that look a bit more soft, a bit more subtle, so it's going to blend in and everything's going to tie together beautifully. So what we're going to do is going to take some of our ink, and of course we've got to go for fuchsia. I mean, you'd hope that it would match, that's for sure. Yeah. But using our water reactive inks for this. And all we're doing is we're just gently tickling the edges. We're not wanting to completely colorise this and turn it completely pink. We just want to lightly sort of blush the edges in the pink. And you can see when we bring back in our card base what a big difference that makes. If we have our white one alongside, it looks very stark, but that one there with just that tiny blush of ink around the edges, it just helps to sort of bring everything together, tie everything together nicely, and draw your eye into the centre of our frames once we've layered them up as well. So going around in circular motions, it's going to allow you to blend that ink a lot more easily, going to give you that lovely smooth, almost like airbrush finish to your inking. It's just going to get everything tying together perfectly. Sentiment that I've stamped into the centre of that one is of course included as part of the collection as well, so you're not even have to look elsewhere in your crafty stash to have those beautiful coordinating and size to fit sentiments as well. Now what you might sort of think traditionally is maybe to have that one over the top, but what we want to do is we want that purple behind. So when we lay this onto our card base, we're going to be able to see that detail of that white die cut a little bit better. So we're going to go with the purple behind. For a little bit of contrast, let's just pop that onto there. So let's bring in our tacky glue. This is going to be perfect for when you've got your intricate die cuts. By just popping your tacky glue in your fine tip glue applicator, it allows you to get into all those nooks and crannies, all that lovely intricate lacy detail that we've got on that die cut. Using your fine tip glue applicator makes it really easy to actually get into all that detail. But I know a lot of you at home prefer your dotty tape pens. Of course, it's going to work exactly the same. Once again, like we were saying on this morning's Play Crafts Right, it's horses for courses. A lot of your adhesive preferences are just that. It's your personal preference. So whatever works best for you. But for me, I'm not sure about you, Craig, but I do tend to use my tacky glue more often than not.
I Noah said any questions I would kind of build all together, but there is quite a very, very good, and in actual fact, it's that good from Handcrafted by Gaz.
Ooh.
Even he says, I have a great question for Lily.
George, you know what? I'm just going to lay this together now, so perfect timing.
It is perfect, isn't it?
Let's do it.
He did say, I have a great question for Lily.
Building this up.
Why did you not just make your entire new house a craft room instead of just having the two? I think that's a really good question.
Because, guys, I need a bathroom.
Yeah, you could colour, get your rotating design board and colour while having a bath or something.
See, I don't like baths. I'm a shower.
I'm the same.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not being funny. We've just been saying how busy I am. I've not got time to sit in a bath all day. Like straight in the shower, straight out the shower. But guys, I know I say officially I have 2 craft rooms, but that's the official line we go with. There's craft in every room apart from the kitchen and the bathrooms. So my downstairs living room, I've got a massive big storage unit that's got some of my items that I don't use quite as often. I have them stored in there. Then I have all of my understairs storage, that's all of my old craft stuff in there. So yeah,
Whereas we might have a Hoover and an iron board.
Yeah. Nah.
Lily's full of craft stuff.
Of course, I mean, what else would I put in there? I mean, come on now. Even the Hoover's been relegated to outside the storage because it won't fit in anymore, but you know. So yeah, the official line, guys, is 2 craft rooms, but really, I think we all know the reality, don't we? It's everywhere. But that was a brilliant question. So that sort of question, keep them coming for sure. I'll tell you what I'm in the process of doing. So I'm trying to get things a little bit more organised, so I know exactly where everything is and what I'm doing at the moment. Once I've got it done, I will share pictures, of course. I've got one of the IKEA storage units. You know, the ones that we all have, the cube one.
The Kallax one.
The Kallax one.
Let's just say it. Let's just say it.
I've got at least 5 of those. But anyway, this particular one is one where you've got like the soft fabric baskets in there.
Oh yeah.
I think you might have the same one, Craig.
Yeah,
it's that one. It's they're just the black baskets because you know what I'm like. I didn't want to pay any extra for fancy patterns or anything. And they've all got different separate things in. So, for example, one's cut in emboss folders.
That's what I do.
Yep, standard embossing folders and all the rest. And I have a good idea of what lives in which one. But I'm theming my craft room a little bit around, you know, we brought out our lovely pink cheetah storage bags for birthday. That's sort of the theme of my craft room now. So I thought, do you know what, I want to label up these baskets. And I thought, how can I do it so everything matches? And then I had the brainwave, middle of the night, I had the brainwave. I thought, oh, this is it. So our Wild at Heart collection, we've got our fabulous, the special effects pad, where you've got like the flock designs, you've got all the leopard print, all the cheetah print, all the tiger print and all the rest of it. And there's a pink design in the paper pad, and I thought, do you know what I can do is I can print off my labels, so embossing folders, dies, whatever it might be, and then matten and layer them onto some of the pattern paper from this special effects pad. So I'm going to have labels with pink leopard print and all the rest on it.
That is organisation.
So I thought, do you know what, that is my next little project. So everything's going to be matching, and it's all themed around those fabulous storage bags that we brought to you. And I know a lot of you at home snapped those up as well. So yeah, we're going to be going for a pink leopard print sort of theme in my craft room.
I'll give you a laugh with Lily, and actually it's exactly the same with me. I think we're both the same in this way. Both my last little break that I had there, that I'm just back from Scotland, that was because I was politely recommended to take a little bit of a break. And I know Lily's the same, that we don't really put in any holiday breaks until you start to get to the end of the year, and it's like, you do realise that you've got all these holidays that are accumulating up.
Yeah, well, I approve your holidays, so I can see how many you've got left, and there's quite a few left, shall we say, guys at home.
Yes, yes, quite a few. So yeah, and that's what, and I say that, you know, I know many in the team as well. David Robinson's the same. Sometimes you need a little nudge just to say, you know, you can take breaks. You are entitled to take little holiday breaks, but it's true when we say it doesn't feel like work.
No, absolutely.
Yes, there can be long days and there can be busy days and all that, and we're prepping into late at night and what have you, but it's not work. No. It's not work. We get to have fun. We get to do what we love. So it's hard to. I get bored if I take time off.
Oh, I'm exactly the same. I'd much rather be here.
Yeah. I can't take time off and not go home to Scotland. No. Because if I take time off and stay at home in my home in Durham, I get bored.
And the next thing you know, Craig's at the door. We're like, Craig, we thought you were off.
Well, what I should clarify as well, if I go and do crafting, I'm fine. Yeah. But I do try and take a little bit of a break. So if I stay here, I'll end up crafting. So I have to go home. It's nothing to do with seeing my family and friends. It's about I have to go home to actually give me that little bit of a break. So it's funny, we're all like that on the team.
Yeah. I mean, we're very, very lucky. We've got such a fabulous team, but we all genuinely love what we do, whether it's the guys that you see on screen here day in, day out, whether it's the guys through in the office. I mean, we're all so passionate.
Well, some of them are a bit questionable.
Well, yeah, but we won't mention
Sam
names.
and wee Jamie, I'm telling you.
Well,
I have to work with them with the craft club.
Oh, I know. Dear, oh dear. What are they like?
Trying to put me off the other day again when I was trying to film. Some guys.
I know. Cheeky, that's for sure. But no, we do love our crafting. Anyway, back to the crafting, back to our little hummingbird. I mean, did you get that hummingbird collection, I want to say 2 years ago maybe? But it's probably one of those that it's longer ago than we think, you know what it's like with the time passing ever so quickly. But our hummingbird collection is going to work perfectly alongside this fuchsia collection as well. And going to be a little bit naughty, but it's less than a week away now, so I'm going to say it. New collection coming on Friday. Amazing. It is another Nature's Garden collection. Kingfisher, and that is going to work. Yeah, I did say the name, but it's coming on Friday. Sarah's launching it. Super excited for it.
I have it at Hobby Maker, just letting you know.
It's very, very exciting. I know you guys at home are going to love it, but looking at this collection and looking at the Kingfisher, there's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of pieces of artwork that you can be using alongside each other. So perhaps you're going to be getting this collection today, your beautiful fuchsia, and then you're going to be tuning in on Friday, seeing Sarah's amazing demonstrations, and you think, do you know what, I'm going to go for the Kingfisher as well, and you know that they're going to work together beautifully, which I think is absolutely fabulous. I have to say I'm very, very lucky. I'm on the show on Friday night, which means I'm going to sneak into that Friday night show a little bit, as long as it's not sold out, which is the only worry. You know what our collections are like.
Well, when you see it.
Oh, I know it's going to be so popular.
Or if elements sell out.
Oh yeah. Oh, we've got some amazing embellishments as well as part of the collection. So I'm hoping there'll be some sticking around for 6 o'clock on Friday night, so I can sneak a little demo in for you guys, so I can have a little play with it, because
if Lily's giving you a tease there with the Kingfisher, I'm going to give you a tease with the magazine.
Oh yeah.
We've also got Crafter's Inspiration number 4 away to launch. I think if it's not the same day here on it's the same day for me on Hobby Maker. I've got it on the same day. So if you love the wild at heart, you know what we've started to do now.
Yeah.
We've started to put elements from a collection in our new magazine, but they're exclusive to the magazine. So when it comes to Crafter's Inspiration 4 that's launching this week,
Thursday.
The exclusive elements. So it's launching on Crafters TV on Thursday.
Thursday, yeah, pretty sure.
Hobby Maker in the UK, I've got it on the Friday. So if you love the Wild at Heart, which was a massive collection, the exclusive items in that magazine are for Wild at Heart. So there you go. And you know the value of the magazines, because it's a box magazine.
Absolutely.
So there you go. We're giving you all the
all the hints and tips. Yeah, I'm thinking, do you know what, for decorating my craft room, I might have to incorporate some of the items from the magazine if I'm going sort of Wild at Heart theme. I have to say, very lucky. I've had a little sneaky peek of the magazine myself, and it's amazing. Have you not? Oh dear. Well, I won't talk too much about it, but it is incredible. Now, while we've been giving you all those sneaky peeks, I've just gone ahead and used that gorgeous, majestic hummingbird stamp and die, and I've coloured that in using one of our tricolour brush pens. I know I gave you a little heads up on this morning's Player Crafts Right. These tricolour brush pens are actually part of that outlet sale, so if you want an absolute stonker of a bargain on these, check out the website, because that's going to end tomorrow night, is that deal. It might be stock versus clock though, so I know we've not got lots of these in stock. Colourway I used is Rich and Decadent, and it gives us that beautiful ombre onto our gorgeous little hummingbird that's going to work perfectly onto our card. We've got one sort of piece of embellishment, but there's something missing on that top left-hand side, and that's where we're going to bring in that fabulous die-cut topper pad. So all we've gone ahead and done is we've taken one of those beautiful fuchsia designs, and the way I tend to work with these, even though they are pre-die cut, they've got those little pips onto the die-cut edge, just to keep them within the pad, otherwise they'd all just fall out. What I like to do is I like to actually snip between those. I know you can just pop it out by hand and then snip off any little extra tags that you've got, but I find you get a neater finish by actually just snipping between those with your scissors before you actually remove them. Completely down to you, but for me this is the way that gives you that most professional finish. So all we're doing is just snipping between those little pips. It is all pre-die cut, but just tiny little pips to hold it into position, and then that's going to give you a really nice neat finish without any of those little tabs, which I have to say I'm one of those, I cannot leave the tabs on. It does drive me absolutely mad. I think you're the same, Craig. I can see him smiling. I know he's exactly the same. There's some people that can leave them on. No. And I know you're the same for something else, Craig. You know, when you've got a lot of foam pads on the back of a panel, and some people say, you don't need to peel them all the backing off.
Don't.
Oh, it's sort of the thing that keeps me awake at night.
Of my biggest bugbears is, I'm sorry, wait, see, probably some of you at home do this, so I apologise. Again, we all have our own little bugbears and grudges to bear. Mine's is, if you're using foam pads, as Lily just said, foam pads or foam in a roll, anything like that, take the backing off of all of them. Sometimes some people will put the foam pads on, they'll take the backing off the surrounding foam pads, and the pads in the middle, they'll leave the backing on. Say it just creates height. It may create height, but it doesn't create stability, because if your card or your paper or that were to bow or buckle, your image, your design, your layout's going to bend and buckle as well. So you want to take the backing off your foam pad. So absolutely, that is a, if I do see it on other crafting channels that I do dip in. Some of our friends across on other ones. And I see people doing that. I do want to scream and shout at the TV.
Well, there was one time a few weeks ago I had a go at Corinne about it. I was presenting, I says, Corinne, no, you need to do it. I says, I'm not standing for this. I'm not standing here presenting if you're not peeling the backs off.
You may as well not put foam pads on it then.
I know, yeah, there's no point. There's no point in being there. And I'm not being funny. It doesn't take an awful lot of time, does it really?
That's the thing. It doesn't take long.
You know what? It's worth it for a neat finish, isn't it? It's worth it for sure. Anyway, back to the card. Before I remind ourselves of any of me and Craig's book
before you get me on my soapbox again.
Dear, I feel like I remembered one then while you were speaking. Oh yes, I did. But it's when people say, you know, with your when you're shaping your decoupage, because some people, of course, prefer the foam pads, some people prefer the 3D glue gel.
I know what you're about to say.
It's when people say that if you use 3D foam pads, you can't have shape and dimension.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. I mean, what have we got there? We've got shape, we've got dimension. It's just about where you actually position your foam pads. It's about being a little bit clever. Wherever you've popped more shape, where you've got that curvature, that's where you want to add your foam pads in, because at the end of the day, that foam pad is a 3D adhesive. So by popping that on the part that you've shaped the most, you're still going to get that lovely height, that lovely shape and dimension. So don't let anybody tell you that if you're using foam pads, you can't add shape and dimension. Whatever glue you choose to use, whatever tape is completely down to you, but you can still get that same effect with the shape, with the dimension, even if you are using your foam pads, which is what I'm using here. I have to say, it is my go-to when it comes to any of my 3D gluing, any of my areas of my project that I want height onto. I always use either my 3D foam tape if it's a larger area like a mat and layer, or my foam pads if it's a smaller, more intricate area like we've got here. Lots and lots of options over on the website when it comes to all those 3D adhesive, your foam pads, your foam tapes, whatever it might be, they're all over on the website, so do check that out.
Use your code as well, get your extra 5%.
Gosh, yeah, perfect opportunity, isn't it, when you're stocking up on your adhesives. Now, to finish that off, I want a little bit more balance. It's looking a lot more balanced because obviously we've got that detail on the top right, balancing that detail on the bottom left. But, of course, you know what I'm like for my pearls. I absolutely love my pearls. So let's bring in a few of these gorgeous pearls. I love the fact that we've got these included in the collection. So you know that these colourways that we've got in the pearls will match the colourways that you can see in the papers, you can see in the cardstock that we've used, and you'll also see the same sort of colourways in that ribbon that we've got included in the collection as well. So everything is tying together absolutely beautifully. You've got 3 different sizes and 3 different colourways when it comes to these pearls. I know they are self-adhesive, but I do tend to add a little bit of extra adhesive on the back, just my tacky glue, just to make sure they're not going to move at all, and they're going to be nice and secure. So just a little dot. This is where your fine tip glue applicator will come into its own once again. Just a little dot of glue, and then I tend to use my pokey tool because I find it a little bit easier to pick up my pearl. Of course, if you've got any of those fabulous sticky picky uppy tools, then you can be using one of those. But just to manoeuvre those into position, popping that onto your tacky glue, and you're going to get that lovely finishing touch using those pearls, and it's going to balance that top left and that bottom right. So we've got almost like detail in 4 corners, drawing your eye into the centre where we've got the focal point of that gorgeous nesting frame design. We've laid it up, we've die cut in different colours, a little bit of inking. At the end of the day, it's not a particularly complicated card, it's nothing particularly technical or difficult to put together. You are literally letting that collection do all the hard work because you've got everything included you need to create cards just like that. What an amazing collection our fabulous fuchsia is. Clues in the name, it most certainly is fabulous.
That is absolutely stunning. How beautiful is that? You're going to be able to do that at home as well if you've got your hands on the fabulous fuchsia collection. If not, today's your opportunity to get your hands on it, and you're going to get your extra 5% as well. Let's have a look at this one. Let's have a look at the full showstopper. So the full showstopper that I'm about to show you consists of everything, £123 or $167. Your platinum price comes down to £98.40 or $133.60. Plus, when it comes to the promo code at checkout, doesn't matter what level you're at Club Inspire, you'll still get your extra 5% off. You just need to put Club Inspire at checkout. You'll of course get your double points. So you're going to get your 6x6 paper pad. Now your 6x6 paper pad is exactly the same as the 12 by 12. The only difference is the 6 by 6 has shrunk down. Both of them 36 sheets, 180 GSM, the 12 by 12, and they're all double-sided. Now, not only are you going to get that, you're going to get your 24 sheets of your vellum, 150 GSM. And when it comes to these ones, you've got 4 designs, multiple sheets of the designs in the fabulous fuchsia, and then you've got your fuchsia and you've got your purple when it comes to the block. Your block vellum that you can see at the bottom. Not only that, you're going to get your 25 sheets of your linen cardstock, so 250 GSM, and you can see the 5 colours that you're getting there, multiple sheets of each. You're then going to be getting your sentiment stamps, the really lovely sentiment stamps that Lily was just using a moment ago. Your 100 pearls when it comes to the peach, the fuchsia, the purple. You will get 100. Obviously, our boards have been knocked about a bit, so they're starting to fall off. You're then going to be getting your seam binding ribbon. You're then also going to be getting your majestic hummingbird that Lily just used and coloured. You're also then going to be getting your flourishing swirl corner. Not only that, you're going to be getting your cascading fuchsia. So that's giving you the stamp and the die. Not only that, you're going to be getting your opulent duo, and you're also then going to be getting your elegant frame, some of which Lily used within her demonstration. You're then also going to get your hummingbird in flight. So that's that gorgeous 4x6 3D embossing folder. So that's coming to you as well. Not only that, you're then going to be getting all of this. So you're going to be getting your 400 fuchsia stamens. So the colour tips are, of course, your fuchsia colour. You're then also going to get your 36 sheets of your fuchsia die-cut decoupage. Now, it's 36 sheets, but within each sheet, you can make 3 different layered fuchsias, 180, 160 GSM, that paper. Not only that, you're also then going to be getting your beautiful fuchsias. Now, these are going to enable you to stamp, die-cut, and build your own fuchsia. Now, if you want to then use the stamp or just the die on its own, you've got your 6x6 flower making pad. So that one there's a 120 GSM. So a lighter weight coloured card so that you can then start to cut and build your fuchsia. That is what your showstopper is. Now in those sections, that little section I showed you there, then that little section there, and then your card and paper bundle, these are all available as individual sections if you so wish. What I showed you there, all of it, is the showstopper. So you're going to get it all for £123 or $167. You've got the platinum price on top of that, so that's then going to come down to £98.40 or $133.60. You're going to get your additional 5% off. You do need to do that yourself, and what I mean by that is at the promo code at checkout, put in Club Inspire. That's then going to take off a further 5%. Doesn't just mean if you're in platinum, any level of Club Inspire, you'll get an additional 5% off. You'll also get your triple points as well. Remember, all of this is running up till midnight tomorrow, and if it's your first purchase within the Club Inspire event, you're also going to get your badge as well. So that is the showstopper. But if you want to go for the bonus buy, which then means you're going to get the full showstopper plus another card and paper bundle. So that's going to give you your A4 linen. It's also then going to be given your 8x8 vellum. It's also then going to be given your 6x6 paper pad. And then you're also then going to be going and getting your 12x12. So how does the bonus buy work? Well, that little bundle there is £48 or $68 that you can absolutely go for. Platinum price £38.40 or $54.40. Still get your 5% off, and you're still then going to be getting your triple points. So bonus buy means if you add your showstopper into your basket and add that bundle into your basket, you will get that for half price. So then therefore, you're going to be getting that one for £24, or for you guys stateside, you're of course going to be $34. So that together then means you're going to get the full showstopper and another set of cardstock. You're going to be £147 or $201. Now that is the today's price. You're then of course going to get your additional 5% on top of that when it comes to whatever level you're at, and you're going to get your triple points as well. So yes, it's a big bundle. Yes, it's a considered purchase, but we know that so many out there, you love the showstoppers and you always like to go for additional card and bundle. If that's too much, maybe you just want the card bundle, maybe you just want the stamp and die sets, maybe you want the Build a Fuchsia set. It's all there for you, up for you to decide. You're still going to get all the benefits as well. Options, options, options. It's whatever one suits you. Now, when it comes to that and the die cutting, you're going to want
I'll tell you what you want, what you really want.
Really want. It's not to zigga.
Oh.
It's to get a Gemini 2. It's a brand new Gemini. This year it just launched between May, June, July time, depending where you are across the globe. This is the latest die cutting machine, up-to-date die cutting machine in the industry. So that is giving you your A4 Gemini. It's the same amount of pressure, however, it's quicker, it's quieter. You've got your glide feet as well. You've then got your optical sensor. Not only that, you've got your USB, you've got your media tray, you've also then got the storage as well. You're going to get all the plates with it, $199.99 or $299.99. You've then got your platinum price at $159.99 or $239.99. You're going to get your additional 5% as well on top of that, just by putting Club Inspire in the checkout. You're going to get your double points as well. We are going to wait for a break. We're going to see you back here in a couple of minutes. Make sure that you are checking out your basket. Check out your basket. It's not yours until it's confirmed, but you can go for your Gemini if you want. You can go for your big collection. It's entirely up to yourself, but we will see you in a moment.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Yeah. Should be coming in. Should be coming. What does he do? Exactly how he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website. Our new home of Papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to help you add those crafty goodies to your basket and check out. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. First, head on over to the Crafters Companion homepage. Select the correct geographical location at the top of the page. Next, log into your My Crafters account. Explore the site and products using the navigation bar at the top of the screen. When you find the product you want, add to your basket by clicking the Add to Basket button. You'll then have the option to view your basket or continue shopping. If you want to check out, click View Your Basket. Here you can see the list of items you've added along with the order summary on the right-hand side of the screen. This is also where you'll see your loyalty discount. And just remember, the price you're seeing at this stage is excluding any delivery charges. This will also be your opportunity to add any discount codes you may have. Simply type in the code, hit apply, and if your code is valid, you should see the correct amount of discount deducted from your order total. Once you're happy to go ahead with your order, click the Proceed to Checkout button in the summary box on the right-hand side of your screen. If you want to use ShopPay, PayPal or Google Pay, you can select the relevant option under Express Checkout and you'll be given instructions on how to check out. If you have a gift card, you can enter the code on the right-hand side of the screen and press Apply. You should see the correct amount of discount deducted from your total. If you'd like to pay by card, the details linked to your account should appear in the relevant fields. If these aren't showing, you'll need to fill out the correct details. When you've entered your payment information, click the Continue to Shipping button at the bottom of the screen. Select your preferred shipping option, click Continue to Payment. Here, you can enter your card details or select ShopPay, PayPal or ClearPay. Next, make sure the correct billing address is entered under the Billing Address section, or if this is the same as your shipping address, then you'll have the option to select it. Click Pay Now, and that's it. You'll be taken to a thank you page with an order number, and you'll also receive a confirmation email with the details of your crafty purchase, which will be on its way to you very soon.
And welcome back to the Saturday edition of Masterclass. I hope you are well. We are pretty much bang centre in the middle flow of our Crafters TV shows today. We had a really fun, informative Play Your Craft Right earlier on. Not quite informative when it comes to the knowledge of flags, I have to say, not for myself, but that was earlier on. I can forget about that now. It's done and dusted. But we're in this masterclass, which is all about, well, it's all about deals, really. We're still doing demonstrations. It's myself and Lily, but we're in the middle of our Club Inspire event, where it kick-started yesterday with Ben and Sarah. It's going to continue all the way up till midnight your time tomorrow, but Ben's going to be back tomorrow with Debbie Robinson, where they're going to be going over incredible deals once again, giving you the best, the best ways in which to use some of the products as well. Same ways that Lily's been doing today. But when it comes to the Club and Inspire event, what does that mean this weekend? Well, it means that when it comes to your platinum price, or any price, when it comes to your Club Inspire, you're going to get an additional 5%. So right up till midnight tomorrow, you're going to get additional 5% on all of your orders. What you do need to do is you do need to, of course, at checkout, put in Club Inspire. So for instance, if you are, of course, at platinum level, usually you get 20% off. But this weekend, you're going to get an additional 5% off, which then means you're going to get 25% off. But to get that extra 5%, you need to put in Club Inspire at checkout. So as I say, that goes for anyone in Club Inspire. Doesn't matter what level you're at. To get that extra 5%, put in Club Inspire. Not only that, everyone is also then going to be getting triple points on everything. So whether it's a big fuchsia collection or whether it's just a pack of foam pads, you'll still, of course, get that triple point. And when it comes to the first order, within this Club Inspire event, you're going to get your brand new Club Inspire badge as well. When it comes to that code, by the way, you can use it more than once. So if you've already used it yesterday with Ben and Sarah, or you've already used it this morning with Lily and myself, you can keep using it time and time and time again. Take advantage of it when it comes to this Club Inspire event. As I say, Debbie and Ben's going to be here tomorrow, but it will run up till midnight your time tomorrow. So have a look on the website. It includes all the sale items as well, and grab yourself some bargains. But what we did do within the show earlier on is we did have a look at the neon and, the neon glitter and the neon dreams cardstock. Now this just launched and it has been absolutely incredibly popular. So many of you have been buying it in your droves. Now some of you have already gone for the showstopper and now you've come back for the cardstock on its own. You can absolutely do that. So this is the showstopper that's going to give you the two pads, the 6x6 and the 12x12 within our Ombre glitter cardstock. Now within each one you're going to get 24 sheets, 12x12, 6x6, both of which are 210 GSM. Now not only that, you're going to then be getting your neon dreams, also 24 sheets within each one, also 12x12 and 6x6, but when it comes to that one, you're 300 GSM. With the showstopper, you're then going to be getting all of this as well. So you're going to be getting my favourite 12 by 12 cardstock. So that one there is your 12 by 12. So what you're going to be getting is 24 sheets that are a mix of linen and also your pearlescent. With these ones as well, they're 250 GSM. You're also going to be getting your 12 by 12 botanic gardens as well. That's coming to you. You're also then going to get 10 sheets of your Centura Pearl, 310 GSM, and that is the platinum. And then you're also going to get 2 of these 12 by 12 paper handlers as well. All of that is £65 or $83. Your platinum price is £52 or $66.40. You're of course going to pop in Club Inspire in the promo code at checkout and you're going to get a further 5% off. Putting it into perspective, if you were to go for just the 4 paper pads in the bundle, which you can absolutely do that, you would be £48.96. Or for you guys stateside, you're going to be $67.80 for just that. If you were to go for just this on the own, including 2 of your paper handlers, you would be $56.95 or $71.91 for just that. The options there. But together, you're going to get it all for that £65 or $83. You've got that platinum of £52 or $66.40 plus your extra 5% off. So that is absolutely phenomenal. Now, I never like to confuse things, but again, I want to put it into perspective that if you were to buy that on its own, and buy that on its own, what you would be is £105.91 or $139.71. That's if you were to buy it separate. So then you really do see that value. Absolutely phenomenal. You're going to be saving £40.91 or $56.71. Going to get your extra 5% and you're also going to get your triple points as well. So it's certainly one to consider. Even if you've already gone for the showstopper and you want to go for another one of that, I would at least consider going for that showstopper because of the value. Always need cardstock, we always need our Botanic Garden cardstock, we always need Centura Pearl, and we always need the paper handlers as well. Options there, as I said before, it's all about options that suits you, and it's on our website, .co.uk.com or .eu. We've still got Victoria on the show. Victoria was on the first show, she's on this one, and then we've got Rachel taking over for the evening show. Alicia's in saying, Craig, I'm loving your glasses. Thank you very much, that's very kind of you. Suzanne is saying, so glad to see you both. You guys are great together. Isn't that nice? That's really nice. 2 masters of the master classes. What a treat. Love you guys. Hello from Massachusetts. Land of the Yankee Candle. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, it is, Charlotte, yeah. Yeah, the land and the home of Yankee Candle. Marianne saying, what an awesome, such awesome people here on CCTV team. A couple of questions I'll ask Lily just shortly once we've gone into the next product. Marianne saying, I love seeing her pictures. We need more. So that was your craft in your new house, craft room.
Oh yes, I promise. As soon as I've done my idea, I was telling you about earlier with the Wild at Heart paper pads. As soon as that's done, if ever I get a spare moment, when that'll be, who knows? I promise, I will share photos because I organised a few more bits the other day, so I want to share some more photos. I always feel dead proud. I don't know about you, Craig. You know when you organise your craft stuff and you just look at it and you're like, it looks beautiful. It's almost like bringing a child into the world, isn't it?
Well, I wouldn't know what that's about, but yeah, I've got a feeling.
Yeah. I mean, I've organised, my desk is super organised now. I've got my new desktop tote on there. I've got all my core cardstock in there, like a little box file. It's a beautiful thing at the moment. Nice. Mind you, last night it was a little bit of a bomb site. So I was here prepping all my demos, stuff left, right and centre. But this morning, we're in a good space, organisation-wise. So yeah, we love our organisation, don't we?
Oh, definitely. Always and forever. The only reason I knew that Marianne was talking about pictures was because our Victoria said, Lily's going to be using the 2 rose gold Geminis as bookends.
Well, the rose gold Gemini, I think Victoria knows about this. So as part of the outlet sale, and it was yesterday, I think it's still there. In the outlet sale, the rose gold Gemini Junior is in the outlet sale. I mean, I clocked that as soon as the sale went live last week. I was like, I've been waiting for the opportunity to get myself that rose gold junior because I know we don't have many left, and I was like, right, that price is never going to get any better. So I've ordered mine. It is out for delivery, so fingers crossed it should be with me early next week. But I have said I'm not going to promise that I'm going to use that Rose Gold Junior. It's probably just going to stand up on my shelves looking very, very pretty. But do you know what? It's a gorgeous ornament. And for that price, I was like, do you know what? I couldn't say no. So yes, I have been shopping in that outlet sale on more than one occasion, but
we all do.
Yeah, we all do it.
We all do it. We do all do it. When it comes to the brand new magazine that's launching here on Thursday, Barbara's looking forward, Rachel's looking forward to it. We've also got Handcrafted by Gaz is saying, yes, new magazine, have to get that one. Catbat is saying, love Lily's make, stunning card. My favourites are boxes and construction. Angela's saying beautiful card, Lily. Also saying beautiful card, Lily, and that's Lois and Barbara and Sally Cripps is in. Also saying that by Handcrafted by Gaz. We've got Karen Carter saying, hello, all a bit late to the party. Craig, you look very handsome. Pass me a fan. And Lily, you're beautiful as ever.
Oh, thank you. Oh, all these compliments.
All
it's
these
lovely,
compliments.
Isn't it? Feel us blushing.
Well, we'll just tell Ben and Debbie not to come in tomorrow, and we'll just do tomorrow's show as well.
Just be us two again. I mean, it's not like we've got anything else that we need to prep at home, you know.
No,
we're not busy at all, either us two.
No, not at all. Not at all. Karen H is saying, please let Lily know that I've made multiple exploding boxes from her craft along last week. She is a wonderful teacher and very clear with the instructions. I love watching her. Thank you, Lily.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely. I'm so pleased because isn't it so easy to make an exploding box? It is literally the easiest thing ever. So I've got a die stuck to me, haven't I? I've got a die on my sleeve.
You do.
There we go. Yes. Anyway, I thought I can hear this clinky, but yes, exploding boxes are super, super simple, aren't they? But don't they look impressive? So I'm so pleased.
Yeah.
I hope you've shared photos as well on our Crafters Companion Facebook page because I love to see them.
You've actually given me a thought for what I have to do on Thursday. That would be a good thing to do with them.
It would. Yeah. Yeah, and it's so easy, as you know yourself. Yeah, I'd definitely do that.
More will come apparent. I might be allowed to say, I don't know. So I'll wait till maybe just waiting until later on in the week and tell you what's going to be going on. Laurie's in saying, Craig, you look snazzy, especially in your glasses. And Lily, you look beautiful as always. Two craft masters at their best.
That's a blast from the past. I've not heard that word in years.
Craft masters.
Snazzy.
Snazzy.
Snazzy. You'll laugh. Me and my sister, we used to collect all the dolls, all the Bratz and the Barbies. We used to have one that we called Snaz Pop because she was very, very snazzy.
Yeah,
Snaz Pop.
snazzy. It's on a film or a TV show where it was snazzy.
Snazzy.
I can't remember.
You don't hear it anymore. Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it
back. Bring back the word snazzy.
Yeah, let's bring it back. Talking about what's come back, this is the first time I've seen them since they've come back.
Oh, yeah.
That's our corner punches. Can't believe we've got these. I am missing, well, I say I'm missing one. I'm not technically missing one. Lily's got the other one here. These ones here, these are our corner punches. Now, these are going to do exactly that. They're going to go into the corners of your card, your paper, and either give you the roundness. Now, this one has actually got 3 round corners, so different roundness. So that's that one there. So you've got a smaller round, you've got a mediocre, and then you've got more of a largest one. So sometimes you don't always want that square edge on your card or your project. Just round it off when it comes to the paper punch. But then the other ones, what you have got is you've then got your decorative edges as well. So you're just going to go in at a 90-degree corner, or I'm sure Lily will show you in a moment. Well, she will, because I know she's got the other punch, which are going to give you this sort of look as well. I'm not sure if it's that one or I can't quite work out. Do you know what? Let's show you the punches, and then let's just show you the boards that each of these will look, because you're going to get them as the full set. The full set you're getting is a 7-piece collection, and then you're going to be getting them at £40 or $50. Can't remember if I showed you that one, but let's show you again. You're going to get them at a platinum price of £32 or $40. That's the round ones. Remember, do take advantage of that additional 5%. It's there to use. Why not just use it? It means then you're going to get an extra 5%, no matter what level you're at on Club Inspire. So it doesn't matter whether you're silver or you're way up to platinum, whatever level, get that additional 5%. You're going to get your triple points as well. But when it comes to that additional 5%, just put in Club Inspire in the promo code. So that's your corner punches, all there for you to check out on the website. But what we will do is let's head across to Lily, where we're going to have a look at these again.
These are so easy to work with, and I'm so pleased that we've brought corner punches back. I love punches. I think they're absolutely brilliant, and I think these are going to give your cards that little bit of a point of difference. Maybe you've got a corner, you're looking at it, you think, you know what, I want to make that a bit more snazzy. There you go, the word is coming back. Then these are going to be the perfect way to do it. And for that price point, to get 7 of those punches, and I know we say 7, but don't forget you get that 3 in 1 as well, so it's almost like make it 9 really, isn't it? 9 different corners you can punch for a Platinum Club price today of £32 or $40 is amazing. I have to say, when Craig was saying the 3 rounded corners, all I could think in my head, I was saying it to the tune of 3 French hens. 3 round corners, but you know, there we go. We're thinking about Christmas, that is for sure. Now, I'm afraid I don't know the names of all these corner punches. I know the 3 in 1, but I can't remember all the other names, but you are getting all of them as part of the collection. So we're taking this gorgeous design, and these are so easy to work with, these corner punches. And we're going to create a little bit of a different style of card. We're going to be bringing in some of that gorgeous pattern paper that you're getting as part of that Showstopper collection. That is your fantastic botanic garden, so we're going to be mixing and matching that in as well. Quite a simple card, but something a little bit different in terms of the layout. So what we've done to start with is I've taken some of my pearl card, and I've cut it down to 2 3/4 inches square. And all we're going to do is going to take our punch and punch all 4 corners. Now, if maybe you're quite new to crafting, you might not have seen punches before. These were absolutely massive. I was going to say back in the day then, and I thought, blimey, I sound about 70 if I say back in the day. But yeah, when I first started crafting, these were all the range. Everybody had punches. I have to say, when I moved house, well, I'm going to say the other week, it was the other month now, I found a ton of old punches, honestly. Little flowers, snowflakes, border punches, corner punches.
I've still got my tonic, my Martha Stewart.
Yeah, all those, found all my X-cut ones. I had this massive, great big one, this flower. It was about that big, it weighed an absolute ton. X-cut punch, it was one where you punched, a bit like our liftable dies, and it didn't punch the shape out, it punched out the petals of the flower and you could sort of lift it up. I remember at the time it cost an absolute fortune and I absolutely loved it, still got it. So I'm so pleased that we brought punches back, but a lot more reasonable price than they used to be back in the day. But if you've never seen these before, they are so simple to use. You don't need to be, as I say, you don't need to be the Hulk to be able to use these. You don't need a lot of strength, they are easy to use. So you can see there they've got the area where we line our cardstock up. If we turn it over on the reverse, that's where you take your rubbish out. We'll see that in just a moment. That just slots back in super easily. But all we need to do is take our cardstock, and it can be as large or a small piece of cardstock as you like. Here we're just using that smaller 2 3/4 inch square. All we're doing, make sure you butt that up right into that corner there. You don't want any of that edge showing. You want that butted right into the inside of that punch there. And all you're going to do, just on the palm of your hand, just press down and exert that pressure, and it's give you that beautiful punched edge. I mean, it makes such a difference, adds that design, adds that extra little bit of interest to any corner, whether it's a small topper like we're using here, whether it's going to be a large background piece, a large background panel, or even onto your card base itself. Scrapbook pages, you could be doing this onto your photo corners. I mean, there is a actual punch within the collection that is ideal for your photo corners. But how easy is it to just punch all your corners? Let's bring in that pattern paper so you can see that a little bit better. Punching all those corners. Then once you're done, just slide that section up. You can see all the waste in there. Just tap that out, and that's going to release all that waste. You want to make sure that you're doing that fairly regularly, just because otherwise it can actually build up within there, can affect that punching performance, so to speak. So make sure that you are actually emptying that every now and again, after every few punches. So you can see onto there we've got our gorgeous design, but we want to create this into a frame. So we're going to take some of our matting and layering dies. These for me are one of my go-tos, my 6x6 inch matting and layering dies, and I've taken one of the smaller dies. Now I've found this technique's a lot easier if you punch first and then die cut afterwards, just because when we're going to die cut our aperture, it's going to make that card a little bit more flimsy, and if we're inserting that into our punch with that centre actually cut out, it tends to be a little bit more flimsy. You run the risk of that actually bending, so I find you're going to get that neater finish a lot easier by actually cut your card down to size first, and then going with your punch to punch those edges, and then going with that aperture die into the centre. And then all that's going to do is create that into a frame, but a frame with a point of difference. That looks like it could be one sort of die on its own, where you've got a frame die with a decorative edge, but all it is you've used your guillotine to cut down your cardstock onto a square, you've used your punch, and then you've used a separate matting and layering die to actually gut the centre into an aperture. So it's giving you lots of different options, rather than just having a one die that all it would do would be cutting that frame. You've got that ability to have lots of different options when you've got your corner punches. So that's the centre cut out of that section there. So we've got our own little frame. I mean, it looks super cute, doesn't it? Creating your very own frames with those decorative edges. So all we've gone ahead and done already is we've done 2 just the same as we've shown there. So we've die cut the centre out of those 2. We've had our corner punch onto the edges, and we've got 2 of those squares that cut to 2 3/4 inches. Then we've done a similar thing, but this one's been cut down to 3 inches. We've used a slightly larger die in the centre and just a very slightly different punch for the edges of there, just to show you the different designs will work together nicely as well. Let's leave those 3 frames to one side for a moment, and then we're going to bring in our card base. So our card base is 5 by 7 inches in size, using some of our lovely pearlised white card. We've then got a matte and layer, using some of our lovely gold card for that one. And then that next layer up, I've used that lovely Botanic Garden paper pad, and I've just punched the edges out using that design that we've used for the largest of those 3 frames. So we're going to start to layer this together. Just by adding those corner punches onto that pattern paper, it's going to give us that lovely point of difference, that extra bit of design, and it's going to show that lovely gold card underneath as well. So we're just going to matte and layer our panels together, then we'll matte and layer that onto our card base and start to build our card together. Nice and simple and quick.
I was just doing a cordon a moment ago with my maths, and when it comes to the corner punches, Lily, it works out that actually the corner one, where you actually get your 3 corners, you're getting that for free.
No way.
It for free, because you're going to get all 7 of them for, and this is going on the today's price at the moment, all 7 of them for £40 or $50.
Okay.
Now the 6 of them, with all the little corners on them, those 6 come to $41.94 or $53.70. So that's what you would be for the 6 of them. So therefore you're getting the corner one for completely nothing.
Wow.
Absolutely nothing.
That is an amazing deal.
And essentially it's like 3 punches really, because it's your 3 different corners that you're getting.
Wowzers, what a deal that one is. I mean, look at that paper pad. You can start to see that pearlescent. Don't forget, if you wanted to go for that paper pad, it is available on the website. It's the Botanic Garden. But if you're going for that showstopper with that amazing neon dream and glitter ombre card, it is actually part of that showstopper, so you will be getting that included. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lay our designs, our lovely frames, onto our card base, but we're going to take the larger one, the one that we cut down to 3 inches square, and we've taken another little tiny scrap of that pattern paper that we use for our card base, and we're just going to back that larger frame with that piece there, using the reverse so it's a little bit more subtle, just to make this stand out. And it's going to give us an area there where we can actually stick our sentiment into the middle of that frame. We're only going to back this larger frame. The other 2 we're going to leave as having their apertures without anything in the middle. So what we're going to do is going to take some of our tacky glue. Oh, if we've got a block nozzle, let's have a look. So unblock our nozzle. Nothing worse than a block nozzle. Oof. I mean, a lot of your tapes and your glues are quite sensitive to temperature, so I do find if it's been warm or been particularly cold, sometimes your glues can get a little bit blocked, but it's just a case of unblocking that nozzle using a stainless steel pin. Very thin layer, thin line of glue all around that inside aperture, making sure I've got that the right way around. Then I find it's a little bit easier to line that up from the reverse, and let's line that up onto there. So we've got, didn't give the glue enough time to grab. Let's take 2, let's go again and make sure that we've given that tacky glue a moment to grab.
So, just again, just call me Corin Robinson.
Okay, Corin.
So when it comes to your platinum price, plus your extra 5%, you will get the 7-piece corner punches for £30.40 or $38. That's platinum price plus your extra 5% off.
Wow.
All 7 of them for £30.40 or $38.
Blimey, mate.
Plus you'll get your triple points as well.
That is a deal and a half, isn't it? I mean, for these corner punches, and these are core tools, these are tools that you'll be using day in, day out in your crafting. They're not sort of a trendy thing. These are classic designs that you'll be going back to every day when you're crafting, whether it's going to be for a birthday card, maybe it's a thank you card, or even, there's nothing from stopping you using these in some of your Christmas makes as well. So these really are going to take your crafting year in, year out. I mean, we were just saying how we've got punches from years and years ago. I mean, they still work absolutely perfectly. It's one of those, look after them and they'll look after you.
Definitely.
So make sure you take care of those, and you'll have them in your stash for years and years to come, adding that decorative element to all of your edges like we've done here.
And actually, just to say on something you just said there, I think there's going to be kind of 2 camps. You're either going to use them like every day, like Lily, or maybe like myself. I don't use them every day, but they're a godsend when I need them. They're essential when you do need them. So to have them there, you know, they're not going to rust, they're not going to damage, they're not going to break. They're there when you need them. So if you want that little corner one, so whether you use them every day, great, or if you don't use them every day, at that price as well, to have them there, you know you've got them, that you can just reach for. Like mine just sit right at the side of me in my collage unit.
Yep.
They're lined up just there for me to reach to. So to get them, if you're at Platinum plus that 5%, you're at £30.40 or $38.
That does remind me though, I've got a question for the guys at home. Let's see if any of you can help me. How do you store yours? Do you have a great storage solution? Is there a particular buddy bag that you find works well?
Point.
I want to know, because for me, that's one of those, I'm not 100% sure how I want to store mine best. I've got them all sort of lined up at the moment, but if any of you guys are like, oh, I use the such and such buddy bag, it works a treat, or I use this item from the Totally Tiffany range, or whatever it might be, let us know. Help me out here, because I'm sort of debating how I'm going to store mine going forward. So do let us know and help me out for sure.
I like what our Victoria's just said.
Go on.
Corin Robinson or Calculator Craig?
Calculator, Craig. I tell you what it is, it's them glasses again.
Is that
them
what it
glasses,
is?
what I've done it, they've made you dead brainy. If it's not long words, it's maths, you know.
Don't tell fibs. It's the calculator on my phone.
Wow,
It's not
nobody
the
at home
glasses.
needs to know that.
Sorry, I'm just actually punching the corner of my notes for today's shows.
Why not, eh? Make it a little bit more decorative, you know. For me, do you know what? Corner punches are a little bit like, I put them in the same sort of camp as embossing folders. And that's going to sound a little bit strange, but I'll explain what I'm rabbiting on about. Embossing folders, quite often you'll make a card and you'll sort of all lay it together and you feel like there's something, a little bit of something missing. You need a little extra bit of something. You don't want to add another topper, you don't want to add a load of flowers, you don't want to add a load of decoration. But just by embossing maybe one of those layers, it elevates it and changes it completely, fills that space without filling that space, if that makes any sense at all, just adding that extra bit of texture. For me, corner punches, sometimes I'll look at a card and I'll think it's missing a little bit of something. Well, why not change up those corners? Why not punch those corners into a decorative design? And it can be that sort of, that finishing touch, that full stop, that little bit of something that you feel it's missing, but you're not quite sure what it's missing. Corner punches can absolutely be like that. And for me, that's sort of similar when it comes to your embossing as well. Mm-hmm. So all we've done is we've laid that up in that sort of diamond style design. So we've got our central one with the backing of that patterned cardstock, and then we've got our two slightly smaller ones either side laid up with a few foam pads, of course, just to add that bit of dimension to get those standing really proud. All we've done now is we've just die cut a couple of these lovely sentiments. These are from our swash sentiments. If you caught my craft along a couple of weeks ago, that's exactly what we were focusing on, to actually create that exploding box. But here it's just going to be the finishing touch onto our card. So we've die cut one of the With Loves from our pearl cardstock. We've die cut the other one from that same gold cardstock that we used for that matte and layer. So everything's going to tie together nicely. And then of course, you know what I'm like for a drop shadow, we have to add a little bit of drop shadow. So we're adding our gold slightly underneath our lovely pearl eyes, and we're just going to take a moment to line those up. The beauty of these swash sentiments is that they can bend round curves. They're really easy to manipulate them into a certain shape if you like, so it's nice and easy to get those lined up. Just take a moment, especially as we're using our tacky glue. It doesn't grab absolutely instantly. You've got that little bit of time, that little bit of grace to actually manoeuvre that into exactly the position you want. Of course, if you are using that dotty tape pen, it's going to grab a little bit quicker, but by using that tacky glue, you've got that ability to just manoeuvre that into position until you're happy that that's lined up nicely and you've got a little bit of the gold showing underneath, just enough to set that off nicely and add that extra bit of interest. And I think that's looking about right.
Does make that difference, doesn't it?
Doesn't it make a huge, huge difference? And then you can see when we add that onto our white, it pops. If that was just white on its own, it would not pop at all. It would get a little bit lost against those white mats and layers. So by just adding that tiny bit of gold, just one extra die cut really does make a massive difference. Drop shadowing has to be one of my favourite techniques. I think it makes a massive, massive sort of difference to your die cutting. A little bit more tacky glue onto the back of there, then all we're going to do is going to line that up so it's nice and central onto that middle panel there, just like so. And again, tacky glue is going to give me that moment to line it up to make sure that I've got it central exactly how I want it. Very simple design, but just to finish it off, I'm going to add a little ribbon bow. So using some of the ribbon in my stash, I've just tied that bow. I'm going to decide whether I want it on there. Let's go onto there. I think just a small bow to finish it off, tying in with the blue cardstock that we've got with those lovely pattern papers that we've used. Really quite a simple design, really quite quick and easy, but it would look completely different. If we hadn't used those corner punches, it would not have the same impact, that is for sure. So it just goes to show, using a couple of the designs from those corner punches, doesn't it make a difference when it comes to your crafting?
Love that as well. Love that. I've just kind of actually thrown it. I was watching what you were doing, but I've just gone on our website.
Yeah.
And the UK website, the Gemini Rose Gold, Gemini Junior, and the Rose Gold, and you'll get the plates with it.
Yep.
On the today's price alone, is £74.99.
Can you see why I bought one?
That is before any Club Inspire, before any additional 5% discount.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I was like, and I said to the guys in the office, and they were all like, Lily, you don't need another die cut machine. How many die cut machines have you got? I says, I've not got a Rose Gold Junior. And I says, there's no way that price is ever going to go any lower. I'm sure we cannot go any lower. So do you know what? If us guys stood in the studio, and I know Craig would be the same as me, we have multiple die cutting machines, we have multiple Geminis, we love our Geminis. But do you know what? When you see a price like that, you can't say no, quite frankly. So if you want to take advantage of that deal, that is part of the outlet sale. The outlet sale ends at midnight tomorrow night. So if you want to go for that one, get yourself over to the website. Do exactly as I did. No word of a lie. First day that went live on the website, it was straight in my basket, it was checked out, and it was on its way to me. And I cannot wait until it lands in my crafty room. I mean, look at that.
Look at that.
£74.99.
So very quickly, roughly, because it's £74.99, very roughly, with a 20% discount, you're going to be just over 60 quid, and then add your additional 5% on top of that. So there or thereabout, round about the £58 mark, give or take. That's in the UK as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's absolutely amazing, isn't it? Could you see that box? The box to the side of it said to save £125, but with your maths, with all the discounts you're getting today, it's even more. I mean, £125 saved is ridiculous enough as it is. Absolutely outrageous. Honestly, there has literally never been a better time to get us.
Myself.
I know. Honestly, the day I ordered it, I was telling anyone who would listen in the office, I was saying, I've got myself a Rose Gold Junior. Do you know how much I paid for it? Honestly, I couldn't believe it myself. And I work here, for goodness sake.
I know. Absolutely awesome. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to give you the opportunity to go and check out your baskets, because once I've broken down these corner punch, the actual value, so many have jumped on to get these. So let's have a quick look here. We've got our, I've got the board, I kind of got the boards married up to the each, and thank you, Lily, for the punch with the board. So this is the one that you're going to get. All of these ones you're going to be getting just here. So they're going to work in conjunction with your card and your paper. So that is that one here that we can just see there. So that's that one. And then you're also then going to be getting that one, which is then that one just here. You're also then going to get that one, which then is going to give you those corners just here. Not only that, you're then going to be getting that corner, which is then going to look like that one. What you're then also going to get is that one, perfect for all your photos, which is that one. And then you're also then going to be getting that one, which is then going to look like that. And then last but by no means least, you're then going to be getting your three corners, which are going to look like that. So £40 or $50, your platinum price comes down to £32.40. But if you add on your 5% extra discount onto that platinum price, you're going to get all of them for £30.40 or $38. All 7 of them. That's absolutely phenomenal. You're still going to get your triple points on that as well. So if you've ever hummed and had about getting the corner punches, today is absolutely the day. Remember, when it comes to Club Inspire event, it's going to end midnight tomorrow, but as I can see from the comments right now, so many are loving these. So we will be back in a couple of minutes. We're going to let you check out your basket.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What did she do?
Exactly how he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate. Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put my thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry, yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some.
Yeah, we do have a lot of fun and a lot of mistakes as well. That's just a smidge is the mistakes. But as you know, you see it live when it actually happens, which is the good thing. You never hide it, not that we would want to. Right, let's send a few questions across to Lily. Sally Cripps is saying, I have a question. What is the best thing to use to clean the glass mat, please? Mine's has got glue on it.
Ooh, good question. You know what it's like when we get crafting, we get ink everywhere, we get glue everywhere, we get messy. If you head yourself over to the website, our Stick Away. It's one of our sprays. We do lots of different sprays in our range. We've got like our Stick Away, our Stick and Spray, and all the rest of them. Stick Away. Give it a good old spray onto your mat, give it a good old wipe down, and that should get all of that gunky nastiness off your mat. Another one as well, because I know we don't ship those worldwide, so if you can't get your hands on that Stick Away, do you know what, the best tip I can give you, and I think we've got some here, alcohol hand sanitizer.
Nice.
Honestly, it gets anything off. Gunk on your scissors, you know what it's like when we're cutting down our foam pads and our foam tapes. Our scissors can get a bit gunky. This, honestly, is an absolute godsend. So get it all over your mat, give it a good old wipe, good old scrub down. And if you can't get your hands on our Stick Away, then alcohol hand sanitizer is the way to go.
Brilliant. Thank you. Maricel is saying, so I think this is regarding the fabulous fuchsia and that flower making pad that we've got. Hello. Question about the flower paper. Is it thinner than the linen or just smoother or not different?
It's thinner. Yes, it is thinner. I'm not sure if I've got it
like
here
120 or something?
Yeah, I think it's, I want to say it's, because our linen is 250. 120. I want to say 120, so it's thinner. So it means that you can actually mould it and shape it a little bit easier when it comes to creating those petals, when it comes to moulding those leaves, those flowers. So it is thinner and it's smooth as well, like you're saying. Also, that colour is double-sided.
Perfect, that's great. Another question here, but I did just see actually something that Victoria said when we're talking about snazzy, she's put snazmataz.
Snazmataz, oh, I like that.
That's a good one, isn't it? Jane is asking, hi, I've just ordered the Ombre glitter and neon paper pad showstopper, which is amazing, but was wondering, and I think this is a question Lily gets asked quite a lot, some of us do anyway, How many paper pads can you fit into the takers, please, the folders?
The takers, is that the one that you're
So it must
getting
be-
as part of the collection?
Yeah, it must be. So I've got this one here. So if I take out that A4 Centura Pearl, so there's 2, and there's 3, there's 4.
Don't forget as well, those are card pads, so they're obviously going to be a
Yeah.
little bit thicker than your paper pads.
So so I've got 5.
Wow, 5.
And I might just at a push.
6.
There's 6. I
Wow.
would not do any more than 6. You can see there, it's still smooth that you can see here. So I wouldn't do any more than 6. If you do a 7th, you're going to bow ever so slightly. But there you go, there's 6. As Lily said, these are our full card pads, and that's 6. If you're going for that showstopper, then you get 2 of these, which then that means that you're going to be able to store 12 of them.
Absolutely, that's brilliant, isn't it? An
There you
awful
go.
lot you can fit in those. I like that a lot.
Sorry, Charlotte, I've just wrecked your pack shot.
I was
I'll put
about
it together.
I was about to say that, yeah, Craig, someone's going to have to rebuild that pack shot, and it's not going to be me.
Yeah, I'll do it,
And it's not
I'll
going
do
to be Craig either, that's for sure. Charlotte!
Now, this is a good one. Now, I'm not sure if this is the same lady that's asked this or if it was completely different. So I'll answer what I said the other day and then I'll throw across to you if that's okay. So Barbara's asking, saying, and me and Ben got asked this just the other day. Hi, Craig and Lily. I really want to buy the Gemini 2, but need to know if you can take out the magnetic shim and replace it with something else. I have a pacemaker and I can't get near magnetic items. Please help. Is this something that I can do? So as I said the other day, absolutely. What you're wanting to do, take out the magnetic shim, bulk it out with some cardstock. Bulk it out with as long as you are putting back in the same thickness as to what that magnetic shim was. So that's definitely absolutely doable. I don't know if you have any other suggestions.
I agree, definitely. I have to say, I've never tried it myself.
I've not tried it.
But it's all about the thickness. You don't need... The magnetic's not about the texture. It's different. You know, if you're embossing a die, you need that embossing mat for the texture, for that sort of... It's not just about the thickness when it comes to that. Whereas when it comes to your die cutting, it's about getting that right thickness. I'll tell you a little bit of a funny story. So I used to have a different brand of die cutting machine years and years ago. Obviously, I don't use it anymore, but I still had some of the plates that I'd not used, but they're actually ever so slightly thinner in depth than our Gemini plates. But I thought, do you know what? I'm not throwing these old plates away. Don't have the machine anymore. Don't use it. I want to try and use these plates in my Gemini, but I found the plates were slightly thinner. What I actually did is I used my metal shim to compensate for the fact that that plate was thinner, so it meant I could reuse all of those old plates that I had no other use for. So yeah, it's just about building that shim up. Maybe you're going to try by adding in a metal shim, maybe even another plastic shim could be the way to go, or whether it's just pieces of cardstock even, scrap cardstock that you're using. I think just build that shim up. It can be a little bit of trial and error to start with, but like Craig says, I don't think there's any reason why you actually need the magnetic shim.
Definitely not. Thank you for that one, Lily. Barbara, hopefully that helps. If that wasn't you that asked it as well the other day, I just find that really interesting and fascinating. That's 2 within a couple of days that asked that same question.
Yeah, that's interesting as well. So I was watching a lady the other night who has different sort of mats for crafting, and she has one version that's with magnets for people who don't have pacemakers and can use magnetic things. But then she actually bought out a different version which was sort of magnet free. So if you do have a pacemaker and you can't work with magnets, you have that option. So yeah, it's definitely something we need to cater for.
Definitely, 100%, 100%. So there you go. If that's helped Barbara, then go crazy.
Get it.
Best time.
Do you know what? At the end of the day, if for whatever reason you get it home and it doesn't work, you can get your full refund. You can send it back.
That's it, exactly.
I'll be honest, I don't think you're going to, but you've got that peace of mind at least.
Yeah. The thing is, as we've just said there, all you're doing is you're replacing the thickness of your magnetic shim. So yeah, go for it. Then that means you're going to be able to do lots of crafting with your die cuts when it comes to things such as the chairs for you. So we've got our showstopper collection that I'm going to show you. I'll quickly go over, of course, the bonus buy before we throw to Lily, who's got something else that she wants to show you too. And this Cheers to You collection. Yes, as I said with Player Crafts, right, this is a really good one for the guys if you ever have trouble of making them cards. But you've got the wine, you've got the cocktail, you know, I know girls like beers and that as well, so you're catered for. So what you have got is you have got your 12 by 12 180 GSM paper pad, 12 by 12 48 sheets. Now these are double-sided, so if I come a little bit further, we can see one of my favourite patterns of cardstock is your wood.
Me too.
love that effect, love it. So you've got polka dots, you've got stripes, you've then got your distress stripes, you've got obviously all of these diamonds as well, you've got your plaid and your tartan, your confetti, your zigzag, your crisscross, all of that is in there. So that's your 48 sheets for your 12 by 12. You've got exactly the same when it comes to the 6 by 6. The only difference is it's been shrunk down. Then you're also then going to be getting Happy Beer Day. So that's giving you your beer, and that's giving you the stamp, the dies, and also the sentiment. You're then going to be getting Whiskey Business. So you're going to get the stamp or the die, so maybe it's your little bourbon or something like that, your whiskey in there. Then you're going to get the cocktail hour. So you've got your stamp, your die, your sentiment as well. These are all separate sentiments, so you could use your sentiments from this set in with that one if you wanted to. Of course you can, but it could be, of course, your Purple Rain or On the Beach or anything like that. With I don't know if I could quite say that, so I'm just not going to at this time of the day. I'll keep myself safe. Time to wine. So you've got your wine glass and you've also got the wine bottle. So that could be red wine, white wine or rosy wine. You've then also got your champagne bottle and your glass with your sentiments. You're then also going to be getting your cheers to you edgeable. You're then also getting your additional edgeable time to party as well. So all of that you are getting for £70 or $89. You've got a platinum price of £56 or $71.20. Add in that additional code as well, Club Inspire. You're going to get a further 5% off of that, and you're going to get your triple points. Now we do have a bonus buy. Now the bonus buy means if you put that showstopper into your bundle, plus your 12 by 12 bundle that consists of the 12 by 12 and the 6 by 6. So you can go for that on its own if you want to, but if you add that into your showstopper, then you're going to get that bundle for half price. So if you want to go for this on its own, 12 by 12 and 6 by 6, you're going to be £20 or $29. Now if you add that into your showstopper, that then means that you're going to get that for £10 or $14.50, which then means your showstopper bonus buy comes to £80 or $103.50. That's the today's price. That is before your Club Inspire and before your additional 5%. So you're going to get everything I've showed you, plus 2 6 by 6 and 2 12 by 12 as well. So that's your bonus buy when it comes to the cheers to you, and that's the one that most of you are going for, which I'm not surprised, because it's a lovely generic paper pad as well. So maybe you're going to go for the showstopper and use it all together, and then maybe you're going to add that in as the bonus buy, and you're going to keep that separate and use it for other crafting. It's there for you to go. On the website, of course, .co.uk.com.au, that's where you're going to find everything else, including what Lily's about to show you right now.
I'm just thinking though, before we get this next deal in, I need to get that vote in for demo of the show.
So we will.
Shall we do it? Yeah.
So we will.
Just directing from the floor. Why on earth not? Sorry, Dean. You're redundant. Don't worry. I thought, oh, I was looking at the cards, thought, oh, blimey, best get the voting because time is running away from us pretty quickly. So we've got a couple to vote for on this show. First up, we've got an all pink and purple, my favourite colours, of course, with that gorgeous Nature's Garden fuchsia collection. And then second up, using those amazing corner punches, we've gone for a super simple design, but just showing how fabulous those corner punches actually are. That is demo number 2. So demo number 1 or demo number 2, that vote is down to you. Get those votes in before the end of the show. Now, I did just quickly sneak that on, but there's some dies I do want to sneak in to share with you before the end of the show as well, because these are some of my absolute favourites. I was actually talking to Craig about these earlier on, about the different sort of techniques you can be doing with these, because these for me are almost like technique dies, if you like, because they lend themselves to such a different range, a wide range of techniques when it comes to your crafting. This is your large-scale outline floral die collection. 6 dies in total across the 6 different flowers, £20 or $28. I was going to say platinum price, but really in reality that's your gold price if you're using that Club Inspire code, because that's going to take an extra 5% off whatever your Club Inspire membership is. So an absolutely amazing deal. Wow, the price usually should be nearly £60 or nearly $80, so an absolute steal of a deal when it comes to this collection of dies. So first up, we have got our beautiful peonies. Look at that full die. You've got a really large scale die, as the name suggests there, that can take any of your card fronts to that next level by that really large statement design. But look into that, think of maybe snipping it down. Perhaps you're going to take off that larger peony and just have it as a smaller embellishment. Absolutely, you can be doing that with these fabulous dies. Now next up, I was told the other day that I say this wrong, but I've always called it an echinacea. Apparently it's echinacea, but I've always
you
said
could say it. I can't even say
echinacea.
it.
There you go. That's what we're going with. It's those lovely flowers anyway. A little bit like a daisy. They tend to come in your lovely brown centres with your purple petals as well. But you can colour it up however you like. Could even look like a daisy if you so choose. Next up, we have got our lilies. Beautiful flower, of course, my namesake, with this beautiful flower that we've got there. 3 separate flowers, but once again, those could all be cut down into individual flowers if you so choose. Next up, our hellebore, or also known as Christmas rose. Beautiful flower there. Of course, you could be using that for Christmas or every day, changing up those colourways to suit. Next up, we have got our anemones. Always a difficult one to say. Can always get that tongue tied quite easily.
Yeah, it could come out as something else.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Those flowers anyway are included. And then finally, we've also got that beautiful cherry blossom. Perhaps you've got some of these sorts of oriental style items in your crafty stash. You could definitely be giving that oriental sort of vibe with your cherry blossom. Each die set that you've seen there should be $9.99 individually. You'll see them over on the website, but if you want the best deal, go for all 6 die sets for just £20 or $28. And talking of different techniques, there is honestly a ton of different techniques you can be playing with when you get these home. So first up, this is one of my absolute favourites. I have to say, this is actually one of my samples. I love creating this one. It's that technique where you actually die cut the outline and then die cut the die again, but that time embossing it rather than die cutting it. Laying that die cut one over your embossed design and use it to colour through, almost like a template. So you've got that lovely, a little bit like a stained glass window effect. You can tell it's one of mine because I do love my Z-fold cards. But that's using those gorgeous peonies. Next up, maybe you're into those inky backgrounds. Perhaps you've got your shimmer sprays, your shimmer inks, or any sort of ink pad. You can create those fabulous backgrounds, then just silhouette the dies over the top and it looks absolutely incredible. Similar technique to that first one that we showed with that lovely colouring technique, but look at that for Christmas. Doesn't that work an absolute treat? Using some of your linen card and adding a little bit of colour over the top. And then finally, just using some of that fabulous linen card that I know we all have in our crafty stashes, and then just sanding a little bit of that design back, a little bit of faux paper piecing, and it looks super cool and really quite rustic onto there. So you can see just with those small selection of samples, the sorts of different techniques you can be playing with once you get these dies home, but quite frankly, for a price of £20 or $28 before you even take an extra 5% off, that is a steal of a deal, and definitely one you want to be adding to your crafty stashes, because let's be honest, flowers, they never date.
They definitely don't. They definitely don't. We've got a winner already.
Oh, blimey, already?
We've got a winner,
that was
yeah.
quick.
And the winner is number 1.
1-1, yep. There we go. Our fabulous fuchsias. Z code. So that's going to go into your vote later on for demo of the day.
Awesome. Now, before I show you the next item from Sheena's launch the other day, let's just go a few of these comments just here. We've got Mariana saying, oops, I just may have to have bought some stuff. And I'm going to read that again because it's my mistake. Oops, I just may have bought some stuff. Get that now. Using all that Club Inspire incentives this weekend for sure across on the website. Laurie's saying, I love this. I have to think simple is better and more snazzy, lol. Let the paperwork do the work itself. Yeah, that's very true. Wanda's in saying that was a beautiful card, Lily. That comment with Laurie was also about the card that you were just doing there. We've got Karen Carter saying, I bought the showstopper yesterday and the extra paper pad. So that is, of course, when it comes to the cheers to you. Wanda saying, alcohol hand sanitizer to clean the gunk. Who knew? Thanks for that great tip, Lily. I think so many of us still have sanitizer left over.
Yeah,
I know I do.
Yeah, I certainly do.
I've got an abundance of it. So it's always good to use it in those ways. We've got Tracy H saying, I think I can bulk out with a mount board piece instead of a magnetic shim. There's a good idea.
That's a good idea, yeah.
That is a good idea. Yeah, because off the top of my head, thinking of the thickness, that would be really, really good. Barbara's messaged back in again saying, thank you. I was wondering about the plastic shim. Can get the shim, and if I can get it separately. Check out the website for all the plates and all that. You're going to be able to take advantage of.
Outlet sale. I think they're in the outlet sale. Oh, Barbara, get yourself over to the website. Yep.
Definitely. And I'm going to go for it. Thank you, Craig. It's too good a deal to miss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dana's in saying, good morning, crafty friends. Also saying, Craig, you're looking very sharp today. Thank you, Dana. Say, did you notice Ben is working on matching your facial hair? Makes me wonder if he was miffed just having Leandra on the facial hair on when it comes to your bag. Yeah, he's doing, we're kind of all doing, most of the guys anyway, Movember. You know, so kind of all pretty much gone clean shaven right at the start of the month, and we're just letting it all grow. So that's what Ben's doing as well. So no one really notices it with me at the moment, but certainly with Ben, Jake, I believe, is doing it as well. So that's why his facial hair is coming. Right. We had an absolute epic launch the other day with Sheena when she was in here, and that was our floral collage stamps. This is a 9-piece showstopper. I was in absolute awe on Wednesday night when I was here with her. I was filming all day, so I didn't see anything of what Sheena and Leanne were going over. Any samples, any demonstrations, nothing, which was great for me at the end of the day. So very quickly, let's go through this. What I'm going to show you here, £50 or $70. I'm going to show you some finished samples first to really wow you. These ones here, £50, $70. You're going to be a platinum price of £40 or $56. And of course, you're still going to be able to take advantage, of course, of that extra 5%. Now you're going to be able to do these. Now these really are simple. Please, if you're not really experienced when it comes to laying over and overlays, please do go back on our CTV 24/7 on YouTube or even our website and see what Sheena was doing on Wednesday all throughout the day, because you've got the stamps, but you've got your masks to go with them. Now what that actually consists of is what I'm going to show you just here. Last couple, last one here, there. So when it comes to these, what you're going to be getting is your stamp sets. So this is it. So you're going to be getting, within each design, you're going to get a variety of embellishment stamps. So you're going to get the main focal floral and your embellishment, and you're going to get a matching mask as well to overlay. That's what creates all these cool effects. So you're going to be getting all 5 of these. Now, not only are you going to get these florals that range from the daisy and the sunflower, the rose and the peony, and that one that I can't pronounce, you're also going to get, and I think this is going to be one of my favourite stamp sets of sentiments ever. So what we've got within all of these are the blocked ones. Now, Leanne did say there was a question on Wednesday about, oh, there's not our. So Leanne did say she's going to get her team to do an hour, O-U-R, block it out, and it will be available at some point on our website for you to download, print and cut out. So she's already got her team working on that. So if you are missing the hour, it will be coming on the website. So you're going to get all of them, but not only that, when it comes to the showstopper, you're going to get your Sheena clear rocker blocks. These were done a few years ago for Sheena, as Leanne and Sheena was telling you on Wednesday. So you're going to get your 2 rocker blocks that are clear and see-through. You're going to then be getting your 9x12 300 GSM 20 sheet premium watercolour cardstock, and you're also going to be getting your 3 crystal clear sparkle overlays. So all of that you're getting for £50, $70. That is an incredible saving already at $24.91 or $28.67. You've got your platinum price, and your platinum price comes down to £40 or $56. You're going to put in that Club Inspire in the promo code to get an additional 5% off. Just to say as well, so your sparkle overlay, your pad, and your rocker blocks alone, they would be $36.97 or $48.97. But when it comes to that showstopper bundle, it works out that you're getting those 3 for £15 or $25. We all need sparkle overlay, we all need rocker blocks. Hands up, I don't use them a lot, but I've got them in my stash to use when I need, and we always need our watercolour cardstock. So you're going to be getting all of that. Please, 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 as we do with all of our shows, go back onto our YouTube or even our website and have a look at that 24/7 and then take into account everything that Leanne would done. So when it comes to Wake Up Call, Launch Day and Beautiful Beginnings, Leanne, well, it was Leanne for the first 2 shows with Sheena and then myself. They filled it with the floral collage stamp loss demonstration. So it's all there last Wednesday past for you to take advantage of. But yes, your platinum price of £40 or $56. Please, please, please do put in your Club Inspire. You can use it more than once, and you can use it as many times as you like up until the end of tomorrow. Whatever level you're on at Club Inspire this weekend, you're going to get that additional 5% off, plus your triple points, and your first order within this Club Inspire event, you're going to get your badge. Beautiful demonstrations, Lily. Thank you so, so much.
Oh, thank you.
Second show done. Come back again in an hour.
Certainly, yep. Let's do it one more time for today. Lots more deals, lots more demonstrations. It's going to be a super fun final show of the day. Final show of us two for the week.
Absolutely.
Before Ben and Debbie are back tomorrow.
For sure. Please, please, please do make sure that you check out your basket. It is not yours until you check out. It's like walking around Tesco's or Answers or Sainsbury's or anywhere like that with it in your basket. It's not yours until you get to the checkout. Otherwise, another one, like me, could just come along and pinch it out. Thank you so much for your company. We will see you again in an hour's time for our Saturday evening show. Massive thank you to Victoria, who is now off. We've got Rachel coming along for the last show, where she'll be taking over the socials. So we're away to go and grab a cup of tea and some food, and we will see you back live in an hour's time on Crafters TV.